in the studio with us right now. We have Eric Bell and Dorian Bell, mother and father of Imani Bell, in the studio. For those of you who are tuning in and just hearing about this story, she was at Elite Schools Academy in Jonesboro and Clayton County. They were doing some exercises in this super, super hot Georgia heat where temperatures were up to 100 degrees that day.
Yeah.
And she collapsed while doing exercises and died in the hospital and on her way to the hospital. The interesting part about this story is that the Georgia School Association for Sports prohibits outdoor workouts when the temperature goes above 92.
Right.
And she should have never been out there. There are actually very specific things in place for when the temperature even reaches 86.
Right.
That they didn't have in place. And the sad part was that she was telling them that she wasn't feeling well, and they said, like, basically, hey, man up and run them steps. Where she collapsed and died. So the Bells are in the studio right now with the Morning Culture. Eric and Dorian, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And Coach, you know better. You are a coach.
Yes.
You are one of the top coaches in the state of Georgia.
I don't
and
know
this
about
is
one
this
of the
is
top,
you are, Coach. Stop it. And this is this is your baby.
Yes, it is.
How was that for you?
Devastating. I was heartbroken. I couldn't understand, first of all, why she was outside. And, you know, by me being in the profession that I'm in, it just was hard to deal with, kind of hard to manage, and it still seems so surreal, you know, so, man, it's just been real tough. It's just been real hard for me. A lot of pain.
Mom?
Same here. Imani was very, very smart. She wasn't just an athlete. She was very smart, and we had big things planned. Her dream was to go to Stanford University. She was a dual enrollment student, took a class at Elite, and then she was off to Clayton State every day to take her classes, and very driven. I was just her support. I felt like just like her assistant. Whatever she needed, I was there. And
How did you guys hear? How did you get the news?
I got a phone call from the assistant principal at Elite Scholars saying that she had collapsed, and they called the EMT and had to rush her to the hospital.
Where were you at the time?
I was actually at work. I was at work. Then I had to scramble to the hospital. Of course, my wife and my mother beat me to the hospital, but you know, it was just trying to relive that day is kind of real tough and hard. You know, knowing that the conditions were like they were outside, and I can't get my mind wrapped around that part of why she was outside.
So if they have those rules like Frank was speaking about in place, how did something like this even happen?
Well, that's one of the reasons why we're here today. We want to pretty much make sure that myself as a coach and all the coaches in the profession, you know, adhere to all policies and procedures that are in place to make sure that no one like myself and my wife feels this pain again. No parents should feel this type of pain. You know, no child should go through this type of difficult situation, or family. So we just want to bring awareness of Imani's passing to that part, as well as, you know, bring awareness that, you know, the athletes should also speak up, and if they're feeling any type of discomfort, any type of pain, they should stop. You know, not just, you know, keep going and pushing, you know, just trying to follow the coach's advice or trying to follow the lead of the coaches, because as a former athlete, I've pushed myself to the brinks as well. And, you know, to tell a coach that you can't go no more is kind of like disrespectful. But in these days, you know, it's not disrespectful. It's just a matter of listening to your body.
In this temperature.
In this temperature.
JR?
Did you guys get any explanation at all from the school as of yet as to why this was allowed to happen, even though there's rules against it?
No, sir. We're just waiting on the facts to come out. We're just, waiting on the timeline and everything like that to happen. So we're just sitting back and waiting, and we are looking for answers. We do want answers, but we haven't heard anything yet.
So let me ask you this. So was she with an actual coach? Was it a volunteer? I mean, that's one of the questions that are out there. Like, did
Who
this
was
person
supervising?
work for the school? What do you know so far?
Like I said, all the facts haven't come out, but just trying to piece it together is kind of hard because we haven't received any of the facts yet. We haven't received.
So you don't even know who
How?
was there?
No, sir.
How could you
How
not
is
know
that possible that they're not giving you guys this information?
It behooves me.
Mom, I can only.
I can't imagine.
Let me ask this question. What did you say to her that morning?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, she was still asleep when I left that morning, but we were texting throughout the day. You know, like I said, I was more so Imani's assistant. So we were texting about things about her future, you know, like, can you get your transcript? Let's check things out with that because, you know, we're trying to get ready for college. She's in 11th grade, you know. Just regular things, Mom. Can you check on my contacts? Can you do this and that, you know? Not knowing those were the last few texts that we would have.
Why did you start crying when she started saying that?
Just thinking about it. Just thinking about the bright future that she had and the many things that she had going on and the many things that she had, you know, to look forward to. She was an honor roll student. She impacted a lot of people's lives. She impacted my life.
You know, Coach, let me ask you this. You know, as a coach, you are entrusted. You know, before sports, before everything else, you are entrusted with the lives and the safety of your players. And you are the one who really probably in some sense has more influence over a child's life than even their own parents at times. How does that make you feel as a coach to know that your daughter was left with someone else? And you put her in that school for a reason, right?
Yes.
I mean, that's a lead academy. That's not an easy place to get into. That the fact that she was there proves that she was an exceptionally bright student.
Yes.
To be there at Elite Scholars and an athlete at the same time and a dual enrolled student in high school and college by the 11th grade. You know, how's that feeling, man?
Well, you know, me as a coach, all my players, I try to treat them as my daughter. So if I'm not coaching them as my daughter, there's no need for me to be coaching them.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So that's just the hard part for me, Frank, just trying to grasp my mind around, you know, the type of decision that was made. You know, we do know that they were outside.
Right.
That's the only fact that we have. So to grasp my mind around whoever may have been out there, to have them outside is just gut-wrenching. You know, because I know what I do on a daily basis. I know I'm entrusted with the lives of other people's kids, and my agenda is to make that kid a better person and to get them home at night.
Before we continue our interview, let's go to the phones. V103, hello.
Good morning. Just wanted to give Coach Bell some uplifting words. I'm Wesley Morrell. I was one of his students at Banneker High School, class of 09. We love you, Coach Bell. We love you, Miss Bell. Just want to let you guys know that we're praying for you guys each and every day.
Morgan, how you doing? Thank you very much.
What's up, Coach Bell? We love you, man.
B-Town in the house.
You already know the best. We love you. We praying for you, Coach.
Hey, we
are praying for you. If you need anything, reach out to me and George. You know, we there. Whatever y'all need, we got you.
Tell your brother I said thank you, and you know, the love and the prayers is helping us fight the pain. Thank you so very much, Morgan. I appreciate
Most
you. I love
definitely.
you.
And I just want everybody to know that you were, even though I didn't play sports, you still was like a father figure to me, and we just love you, Coach Bell, like real talk. And I'm so sorry this happened. We're just gonna keep your family uplifted in prayer.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
You're welcome, Coach Bell. Have a good one.
V103, good morning.
Good morning. This is Coach from homeroom. We wanted to tell him something.
Okay, go right ahead.
We wanted to tell Coach Bell that we miss him and that we're sorry for his loss.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. You don't know how much it means to me. It keeps me going. It definitely does. It keeps me going, man. So, just hold me down. Just hold me down. Continue to hold me down. And I sure thank you guys and love you guys from the deepest in the bottom of my heart.
We love you too.
Mama, how does that make you feel when you see all the love that he gets?
It's a really good thing. It's a really good thing. I think Imani has impacted so many people. I mean, if you could hear the basketball team, they came over, and that's what's keeping us going, the love that we're getting and just knowing how much she has done. In just her 16 years, she's done so much, and was so responsible and just mature for her age. We have 5 other kids, and we're going to keep it going. They're going to keep, Imani will continue to live through them, through us, through her friends, through her basketball team. She also through shot put, on track team. And we just going to keep her living, keep the memory going of Imani.
What conversation did you have with your other kids about this?
Just letting them know to hold on to the good memories, all of the things that she did, all the things that she accomplished, and letting them know that through them, she still lives, They went back to school yesterday. It was very hard for my youngest. She's 10 years old. And she called me from school, and I told her, hold on. Remember the good things. Remember the good things that Imani did and all that she did in school. And that's what you do. But she said, I want to stay at school. I'm going to stay here. But I said, as many times as you need to call me. I'll be here. But we have to keep moving. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to be all of that. But the important thing is to keep moving, to keep going. And that's what we're all trying to do.
Your strength is incredible. Your strength is incredible. You got everybody in here crying.
I can't even.
JR?
What can we do? I mean, I had to step out the room because this is just tough to take in. And hearing the love that y'all have, what can we all do so something like this doesn't happen again, or it can be enforced?
Well, what we wanted to do is pretty much, thank you, JR, for the question, just continue to raise awareness, not only from an adult standpoint, from the coach's standpoint, not only from the athlete standpoint, but just us as people. So, we have to listen to our own bodies as well.
Yeah.
To keep our health going. So Imani has, kind of raised awareness and pushed the level to the point that, hey, listen to yourself, listen to your body. So the message just needs to get out. Maybe the policies and procedures need to tighten up. Maybe need to be some accountability held, or maybe a bill or something named after her. Some kind of way, we just want to get that message out to empower people to listen to their bodies and listen to themselves, so this tragic will never ever happen again.
Let me talk to Justin, your attorney. Justin, where are we at with this right now?
Right now, excuse me, this is hard for me too because these are my cousins.
Wow.
His family.
So, yeah, it's different. It's personal. But we're trying to find out all the facts. And then when we find out all the facts, we're gonna come out with something. Like Eric said, to change the culture so this doesn't happen because it keeps happening, but also to hold some people responsible because this shouldn't have happened and it didn't need to happen.
What's really tough about this, Coach, is that she was at practice for basketball.
Yes.
And really, we normally hear this happening this time of year with kids that are playing football.
Right.
Well, I'm not understanding how this happened with basketball. Because usually at this time of year, the basketball kids are inside.
Inside, right.
Exactly.
So I'm just having trouble just understanding that right there. You know, we've heard this happen before. Like now we have defibrillators on the field.
On site.
And we know there are certain things that are in place. We know, kids, we know now that they have, all the schools are outfitted now with lightning detectors.
Yeah.
And they don't play with that kind of stuff. Why do we keep playing with this heat thing in Georgia, man? How many kids have to die for us to change what's going on in this state?
And Frank, not to get too deep into it, but there are rules in place. I mean, for this specific reason, there are rules in place. And in this situation, the rules were not followed.
Mm-hmm.
There was a breakdown at the county level, the school, there was a breakdown. With the coach, there was a breakdown. And all of those breakdowns led to Imani's death. And so there are things in place. The basketball team should not have been out there. Eric, when does it start? I think October 21st.
October, yeah.
Yes.
Is when they can start practicing. And so, we have questions about that. Why is the basketball team even conditioning now? And we believe that we have an idea of what might be going on, but we want to get the facts straight first.
Okay. All right. We're going to take some more calls as well. Our number is 404-741-WVEE. If you'd like to call in and say something to the family that's here on line number 1, we have Young Tay on line number 1. Let's go to line 1. Hello.
How you doing, Frank?
Good.
I'm one of Coach Bell's students. I even play basketball. He was my PE coach, man. Just a large father figure in my life, man. See what he's going through. I just want to send my condolences to him and his wife, man, and tell him down at the high school we stand with him, man.
Hey, thank you, Tay. B-Town representative, baby. I sure appreciate you.
You know it, Coach. Stay strong, Coach.
Hey, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you.
All right.
Just don't know.
Let's go to line number 4. We got Coach Johnson on line 4. Coach, go right ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Frank Ski. And just wanted to just show love to the Bell family and to Imani, and we love you guys. And just wanted to let you all know the community is praying for you all and supporting you. My barber is a gentleman by the name of Jay Scott from New Orleans, who went to school with Coach Bell, I believe. And my daughter is a student at South Gwinnett High School, Kendra Johnson, and she was part of the Frank Ski Foundation.
Yeah.
And she came home and was telling me that just about the situation with Imani, and I saw it on the news, and I'm a coach myself, and it just really, just tears me up. And we just want y'all to know, just everybody that I speak to is just praying for you all, and we got you all lifted up, and we love and support y'all.
Thank you very much. Let's go to line number 1. You're on with the Morning Culture and the Bell family. Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, Eric, this is Sueri. I'm sorry about your loss to you and your wife. Eric is a homeboy. We went to high school together in New Orleans at McDonough 35. I just wanted to call and give my condolences to you and your wife, Eric, and I'm so sorry. My family and I are lifting you in prayer. I didn't even know until I saw it on Facebook, and I was like, oh, my God. I told my husband, I said, this is Eric. I said, this is one of my homeboys. We went to high school together, and I'm so sorry. We're going to continue to lift you all up.
Thank you, T. How you doing?
Thank you.
I'm good. Again, I'm so sorry, Eric, and we're gonna keep uplifting. I'm going home tomorrow. I'm gonna see some of our classmates. I'm gonna see some of the twins. We always hang out, and I'm gonna let them know, what's going on and everything too, and maybe we can all get together and do a visual or something for your family, for your daughter.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Wanda on line 2. Wanda, go right ahead.
Hi. Good morning. I just wanted to call and, just let let the Bell family know that I understand their pain and I know where they're coming from. I lost my son at the age of 16, but it was due to malpractice. And I, hearing the story and how the loss of their daughter, it just, made me feel so bad. And I don't wish no one that type of pain, losing their child at such an age, at such a young age. And have a bright future. My son, had a bright future ahead of him. I mean, he said one thing at the age of 16. I mean, he just poured out so much to others. And I mean, I really didn't know exactly how much he gave to the community and to his school and everyone around him until this tragedy happened. And he just, so I know I'm babbling on, but it's just,
It's okay.
No,
And we really want to say thank you for sharing your story.
Yes.
And I know it's difficult, but thank you very much. I appreciate that. One last thing I want to say to both of y'all. I'm watching the body language between you two, and I can just see the support you give each other
love.
and the love you give
It's
each other.
palpable.
And it is so beautiful.
Yeah.
It is so beautiful. The love that you give each other and the love for the rest of your family. And we just want to let you know that we're going to be praying for you guys.
Yes.
And anything you need, Coach, you got it here. I mean, Greg Street's your biggest fan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this radio station, we love you and what you do. And Mama, we appreciate Atlanta's a better place for y'all. And we're just so sorry this happened to your family.
So sorry.
And we feel a loss here at this radio station.